welcome to the Space Chai Coffee. And if you're new to this channel, my name is Divya, and in today's video we are going to discuss how I got a job in the first week of landing in this new country.
क्या बात है मर्डर कर दिए तुम एकदम
What things you can do, what things you can keep in mind, and how you can manage your timetable. I am in Waterloo. The temperature is 18 degrees right now. Fall will be over very soon and we can expect snow anytime now. But it's not that bad, and I'm sure it won't be because I came from Edmonton. Yes, Edmonton, where temperature actually dropped down to minus 45 degrees in extreme winters. Do let me know in the comment section if you want a detailed video of life of a new immigrant in Edmonton or Alberta. So when you are in India and talk to people, friends and relatives who are already in Canada and ask about the job scenario, I'm sure you must hear things like कुछ नहीं है ब्रो इतने जॉब्स बस टोरंटो एंड ब्रैम्पटन ही है, या फिर एडमिंटन में कुछ नहीं है यार, विंटर्स में जॉब मिलना बहुत मुश्किल है, या फिर एम्प्लॉयर्स एक्सप्लॉइट बहुत कर रहे हैं. सो लेट मी टेल यू वन थिंग, ऑल दीज थिंग्स आर नॉट ऑल ट्रू. सो मेरा ये बिल्कुल प्लान नहीं था कि मैं आते ही जॉब हंट पे निकल जाऊँ. एंड माई पेरेंट्स वर इवन लाइक कि थोड़ा सेटल हो जा, कल्चर समझ ले, स्टडीज़ समझ ले एंड एक सेमेस्टर के बाद जॉब स्टार्ट कर देना. बट गाइज यू नो, जिसको 5 days a week जॉब करने की आदत हो खाली कैसे बैठ सकता है. सो आई वॉज लाइक हाँ विंटर्स है, जॉब मिलना शायद मुश्किल हो, बट हाँ February onwards से I'll start working and will look up for jobs maybe in the last week of January. So initially when you have 2-3 weeks of time, when you don't have to study or do much, तो आपके पास बहुत टाइम होता है, and मेरे पास भी था. So what I did is I applied to various jobs online. I used Indeed to apply to many jobs, and because in the initial few days I lived in an area where Indians live, so Gurdwara was very near to my place. So one day I went there and I saw a board where people post ads on renting a room, basement and jobs too. But I was little picky and I was sure that I cannot work in a restaurant. Although there isn't anything wrong with that, but it was just my thought and my choice. So I saw an ad, it was a sales job, and I clicked the picture, and later that day I applied to that job using the email address and sent my resume with a little information about me. And you won't believe I got the response within 2 hours. They sent me an email for interview and asked me for my availability, and I was excited enough to schedule the interview for the very next day. तो अगले दिन मैं उठी and it took me 1.5 hours to reach to that location. मैं वहाँ पे गई तो there were 2 people who interviewed me. Honestly, I was little nervous because मेरे पास कोई भी sales का experience नहीं था पहले. In fact, when I was in India, I used to think how people work in this field, and yeah, this is something which is not for me. But I guess they were happy with my answers, my thoughts and my skills. So interview ख़त्म हुआ and मैं घर चली गई. But within 1 to 2 days, I got an email from their company and they sent me an offer letter with the salary and other things and the start date of the job. But one thing I want to mention here, if you are an international student, you cannot actually start working until the first day of your university or college. So I was very happy to get this job, and this was actually very first job in Canada, plus the salary was higher than the minimum wage. So yeah, it was an amazing experience. And the minimum wage in Alberta is $15 per hour. तो मैंने ये जॉब स्टार्ट करी एंड इट वॉज एन अमेजिंग स्टार्ट. आई वर्कड फॉर द होल मंथ ऑफ जनवरी एंड फेब्रुअरी. बट यू रिमेंबर जब मैंने आपको कहा था कि आई थिंक दिस फील्ड इज़ नॉट फॉर मी. वेल या, सेल्स इज़ नॉट फॉर मी विच आई लर्न फ्रॉम दिस जॉब. पर मैं क्विट नहीं करना चाहती थी विदाउट स्कोरिंग अ सेकेंड जॉब. सो व्हेन आई वाज अप्लाइंग ऑनलाइन in the initial few weeks of starting my program, तो मैंने वॉलमार्ट की भी ऑनलाइन एप्लीकेशन फिल करी थी. सो फरवरी के फर्स्ट वीक में आई गॉट एन ईमेल फ्रॉम वॉलमार्ट. दे वांटेड टू इंटरव्यू मी. तो मैंने अपनी अवेलेबिलिटी बुक करी एंड देयर वर 2 इंटरव्यूज़. वन वाज विद द असिस्टेंट मैनेजर एंड द फाइनल वन वाज विद द स्टोर मैनेजर. तो वॉलमार्ट का हायरिंग प्रोसेस 3 step प्रोसेस होता था. इट माइट हैव चेंज्ड अ लिटिल नाउ. तो फर्स्ट इट्स एन ऑनलाइन टेस्ट जो आपको पास करना पड़ता है, देन ओनली यू गेट अ कॉल फॉर इंटरव्यू, एंड देयर आर 2 interviews, again one with the assistant manager and the final one with the store manager. So during the interview, it was good. The one with the assistant manager, I shared my availability, but when they called me for an interview with the store manager, they said everything looks fine just because of my availability. So guys, the thing was I gave a very less availability for because I was enrolled full time in a master's program. I didn't want to hamper my studies at any cost. So store manager ने मुझे कहा कि the position which I applied for requires more availability, but as per my schedule they offered me a different position, but that was comparatively easier than the one which I applied for. So I said yes for that position, and then within 1 to 3 days I got email from the HR with the offer letter, start date, salary and everything. And then I resigned from the sales job and joined Walmart. So guys, मेरा point ये है कि things could be hard, but they are not impossible. The people who say there are not enough jobs in Edmonton or in Alberta, that is not true. So if you know you are coming to Canada, my tip here is please start applying beforehand while you are in India. Apply online, give the online test so that you can get interview as soon as you land in Canada. So if you need any help with the Walmart hiring process, you can contact me. I can share my experiences and how their hiring process works. एंड मैं एक चीज़ यहाँ पे बोलना चाहूँगी, नॉट all Indian employers exploit. If you're scared to work under any Indian employer, please don't be. The thing is, don't give them the reason to exploit you. It's that simple. Portray yourself as strong, not needy. Don't do anything illegal. Don't settle for less. Don't get underpaid. आप minimum wage से कम पे क्यों काम करोगे? Read about the employee rights, and when you are in the interview, show how strong a candidate you are, and if you work with full honesty and with hard work, you expect to get salary on time. And during the interview process, when they ask you if you have any questions, you can say in a nice way that if you'll be working with full honesty, you expect to get your salary on time, and if the employer isn't shady, they won't mind saying you all this, and if they are, you'll get to know that this is not the place for you. I hope this helps someone, and I wish you all the very best. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and मिलते हैं next video में. तब तक के लिए take care.